Good morning, everybody. Thanks for joining in. Hope everybody's having a good week so far. Couple more days and we're at the weekend finally, so good to know that's coming up. Anyway, I want to make a quick video. Yesterday, I watched Jeff Ulbricht's press conference that he had. They have a weekly, everybody knows the coaches have a weekly press conference. They go over the injuries, who's going to be in, who's going to be out, who's questionable, and stuff like that. So then they get to the basically the questioning part of about it was typical stuff. Yeah, we got to get better. They asked about Aaron Rodgers' play, but he doesn't, of course, he does like any coach does, really. He doesn't throw any one particular player under the bus. He says, yeah, we all got to get better. We all got to play better. And we hear that week after week, year after year. They're going to get better. We're working hard. These guys are working their butts off, he said, stuff like that. And the reporters out in there, they just ask the typical basic questions, stuff like that. And we get the basic answers. Everybody's trying hard. We're doing good in practice. Blah blah blah. So anyway, we're all so accustomed to hearing that anymore. It's almost not even a shock to us anymore. Yeah, we got to get better. Yeah, we're trying real hard. Things aren't happening the way we wanted them to. We had these expectations and we haven't met them yet. Like we all don't know that already. And I thought the most interesting thing came later on, just towards the end of the interview. One of the reporters, I don't know who it was, had mentioned something about Sauce. I'm paraphrasing here. I'm not going to quote because it's not worth my time to go over there and air quote what anybody said. But it basically was mentioned that Sauce seems to be either regressing or he's not playing up to par like the past couple seasons he has. And Ulbricht basically, kind of round tabled it like, yeah, we all got to be better. We all got to do better. And this guy said something that I thought like right when you think this team hasn't made fools of themselves enough yet, or maybe they haven't hit they've hit the bottom. They can't get any worse. He comes up with a statement that, and like I say, I'm just paraphrasing here, something along the lines of, yeah, I showed these guys a presentation on tackling, and now we're going to basically we're going to do some tackling during practices now with full pads, and we can't tackle without pads, so because some guys get hurt and stuff like this, and but we are going to learn how to tackle. We're going to do some. I couldn't believe what I'm watching. I literally, I'm not joking when I say this. I had to rewind it to watch and say, did this guy just basically say, I'm teaching these guys how to tackle? I couldn't believe it. Like right when you think this team couldn't make a bigger fool of themselves, he comes out and I wouldn't even have said that. I wouldn't even have said, yeah, I got to teach. We're learning how to. I show these guys a presentation how to do tackling, and you got some guys on there are pros. You got some guys that have been in this league 7-8 years, and you're teaching them how to tackle. I mean, that's your answer? And by the way, this has been going on all season. Your tackling has sucked all season. You haven't brought that up yet, or maybe you just haven't told the public. You haven't come out publicly and told everybody that you're teaching your guys how to tackle. I mean, this is so pathetic to me and so embarrassing. I wouldn't even have said that. I wouldn't even have mentioned that. Because right now, everybody's going to be memeing on the Jets now. They're learning how to tackle. They're a 3-7 team who has been terrible at tackling all season. Now you're having tackling drills to teach the guys how to tackle. I learned how to tackle in Pop Warner football. Now they're learning, they're fucking pros, and now they're learning how to tackle. Is that how it works? So next week's video is going to be, now the Jets are teaching their receivers how to run routes. And then the week after that, it will be, next week, the Jets are teaching their defensive backs how to block passes. And the week after that will be, now we're teaching the offensive line how to pass block. I mean, what the hell is going on here with this team? This is the problem that this team has. The basic fundamentals of football, they have no concept of, or they forgot, or they never knew how to do in the first place. And this is coaching. You learn how to tackle a player when you're 7 years old in Pop Warner football. You don't learn how to tackle a player now when you're a fucking pro making $20 million a year to do it. So this is coaching. Now you're going to teach them now you're going to go over tackling drills at 3-7. The season's a wash. It has been a wash now for at least 2 weeks that I remember. So now you're going to do that? So what's next now? Now we're going to teach Aaron Rodgers how to throw a football? Is that what's next? This is it's just so frustrating to watch this team just make buffoons of themselves week after week after week with their stupid statements, their dumb responses to questions, and all you hear is, yeah, we got to get better. Yeah, we got to do better. Yeah, we're trying. Boy, do we look good in practice. Every week we hear this about this team, and guess what happens? They don't look better. They don't play better. They aren't getting better. They're getting worse. So every week you tell us that, yeah, we got to get better, but you don't get better. Why is that? Well, I would say it's because of coaching, one. Two, is because the players at this point, and I don't care what he says, they're practicing their butts off. They're trying to, these players checked out. They don't give a shit. They're just collecting paychecks. I don't care what anybody says. That's what's happening to this team. They're like any team that knows their season is over. They're just trying to pad their own personal stats now. So maybe next year they can get on a real football team that knows how to tackle, that doesn't have to teach their players how to run pass routes and throw footballs and do the basic fundamentals that you learn when you're 7 years old. This is just such a joke. I'll tell you something right now. One of the toughest things in this world, I have found out, is being a Jets fan. Because every week you have to defend the jokes that they say, the stupid things they say, and the way they embarrass themselves every week. It's very tough being a Jet fan because you have to defend this somehow. And if you don't defend it, then you don't sound like a real fan. Like who's going to come on here and make a video and say, hey, you know, the Jets, the season's going to be turned around. They're learning how to tackle. That's a fucking joke. Nobody's going to say that. But everybody else who just loves, and the media loves to make fun of the Jets, is just going to use this to make like meme after meme about this team. So what do you do as a Jet fan? You bow your head. You say, I know the guys suck. They suck. Because that's what I say now. When any of my friends who aren't Jet fans say, what the hell is this team doing, man? I say, I don't know. They suck, dude. You know, they just suck. What can you say to this? This is one of the dumbest things I've ever heard anybody say publicly. Don't tell the whole world that we're teaching our guys how to tackle. When they're professional football players, they should know how to tackle. Do we really need to do that? It's just joke after joke after joke with this team. Anyway, just leave me a comment below if you hit that like button if you enjoyed the video. And don't forget to subscribe to my channel. It helps me out a great deal. I really appreciate everybody. Have a great day. And next video, we'll be talking about the upcoming Colts game. Another game I don't see them winning. But we'll make a video. We'll get a little bit more in depth about it. And we'll talk more about that in the next day or so. Everybody have a great day. And thanks for everything. And I'll talk to you guys all soon. Bye now.